Leon is looking particularly saucy as hell in the upcoming Resident Evil Requiem game that I'm personally looking very forward to playing. And even more so now that it was announced that Leon is going to be a playable character in the game and looking freaking crazy jacked, almost like Chris Redfield level of arm development there. Um, Canonically, in this game, I believe Leon is 51 years old. Comparing them to when he was back in Resident Evil 4 at 27, man has put on a lot of size. I believe he's 5'10", 5'11". So this is definitely a physique that's over 200 pounds and like somewhere in that 6 to 8% body fat range. Looks amazing. And not only am I looking forward to playing this game, but I also really want to start training in a way that's going to, obviously I'll never get to that level of development, at least while I stay natural, but just, it inspired me to want to make some arm gains and some shoulder gains to really, approach a physique that kind of looks something like this. So what is my plan in order to achieve these kind of results or something similar? In 2026, I'm definitely going to be emphasizing my arms and shoulders, particularly in my case, trying to add mass to my triceps, really hone in on the long head of the tricep to get that real arm size, the brachialis to get that width of the arms. And then the other key point is really developing the shoulders, specifically the lateral head, to get those popping delts. And of course, the last element to really bring this whole physique together is going to be just getting really lean as I possibly can while staying natural and maintaining my muscle mass. So what does that mean? That on top of my regular training, which is a pretty basic structured routine of only 4 days a week, doing, on top of like regular body weight training, resistance training, using compound movements, doing my cardio, flexibility, trying to be active outside of the gym, not just focusing on the gym. All that's going to stay the same, but I'm now throwing in 1 to 2 extra arms and shoulder days per week. So either going to be tacking it on at the end of one of my sessions or just having a day that's fully dedicated to just doing arms and shoulders. And the specific exercises that I'm going to be honing in on and really trying to get stronger on, progressively overload, will be the JM press for the triceps. Shout out to Jeffrey Verity Schofield. His channel introduced me to JM presses, and I've started doing them recently, and my God, they definitely really do a good job of affecting the long head of the tricep. I feel it way more than I do with cables or doing skull crushers, and your ability to add weight and really get strong on this movement is insane. So I highly recommend it. It's definitely going to go a long way to having those sleeve popping arms that Leon has. So JM press is going to be one for sure. For the brachialis, I'm going to be trying to progress specifically on hammer curls, which are going to also have a really nice byproduct of growing my forearms. And for the delts, unfortunately, going really heavy on side lateral delt raises is not always the smartest idea, because it will definitely increase your chances of getting injured, and it starts to become more of a trap movement rather than the deltoid if you go too heavy. So I'm going to be keeping it in the still relatively heavy for a shoulder movement. I'm going to be doing probably 30 to 40 pound dumbbells for reps, and just trying to spam as much volume as I can really on the side delt raises, doing a combination of dumbbells, cable version to really grow those. And the compound movement I really want to be trying to progress on is overhead shoulder presses, specifically seated with a Smith machine. I just find that doing it seated with some back support really helps to make the shoulders the focus of the movement, and the Smith machine helps as well to keep everything stabilized. So the real goal there is to grow the front delt, but there's also a lot of side delt activation in that movement. So that'll be the one I'll be really trying to progress on. getting stronger while doing some additional volume with the side delt raises. Like I said, dumbbells and cables and sometimes machine. And of course, all my regular arm training will still be in there as well. So I'm just incorporating these extra movements. Diet-wise, I'm going to be trying to main gain, or even if I can recomp a little bit, ideally. So that means I will be in a small calorie deficit or around maintenance pretty much every day heading into the summer. And then once I feel like I've gotten pretty close to building some level of muscle, I'm going to go on a mini cut probably in like May or June sometime, just like maybe a 4 to 6 week mini cut to really show off the new gains and strip down to like a really lean body fat percentage. Right now I'm probably around 10-11%. So I think maybe with 4 to 6 weeks of cutting, I'll be able to get down to like that 8-9% range that will really get the muscles to pop. So any leaner than that and I start to look really flat and it's really too difficult to maintain. So that's pretty much as lean as I want to go. Obviously I won't be looking as crazy as Leon Kennedy, but maybe in another 20 years I'll get there. Are you guys looking forward to Resident Evil Requiem? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think of this training plan, what I'm going to be doing, and if you also felt inspired. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.